Thanks for joining us today. I'm Alex and I'm joined by Tara, and we'll be discussing virtual career fairs. Let's get started with the question, are virtual career fairs the future of professional networking? The numbers suggest something fascinating is happening, with over 250 concurrent users actively engaging in a recent virtual career fair at Stellenbosch University that's completely reshaping how we think about professional connections.
That's really interesting because I actually attended one of these virtual fairs recently and it was nothing like what I expected. The technology has come so far from those clunky video calls we all struggled with early on.
Well, let's dive into what makes these modern virtual career fairs different. The platform I've been researching, Event Anywhere, has essentially created this immersive digital environment where major law firms like Bowmans and Webber Wentzel are hosting virtual booths. Think of it as LinkedIn meets The Sims, but way more professional.
That's an interesting comparison. But how do they manage to recreate that spontaneous networking feeling you get at traditional career fairs?
So here's what's fascinating. They've actually improved on the traditional format. Instead of waiting in long physical lines, participants can queue virtually and attend keynote speeches or other presentations while they wait. The platform even shows real-time availability of recruiters.
That's actually pretty clever. It's solving one of the biggest frustrations with traditional career fairs. I remember spending half my time just standing in lines.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting. The platform is collecting data on engagement levels, popular sessions, and successful interactions. This means they can actually optimize the experience in real time, something that's impossible at physical events.
Well, that makes me think about the accessibility aspect too. This must be opening up opportunities for people who couldn't typically attend traditional career fairs, right?
Oh man, you're hitting on something crucial there. We're talking about students in remote areas, people with disabilities, working professionals who can't take time off. Suddenly they all have equal access to these career opportunities. And get this, employers are actually preferring it in some cases because they can reach a much wider talent pool.
That's fascinating. And so it's not just a compromise solution. It's actually creating new possibilities that didn't exist before.
Exactly. And let me share something really interesting about the engagement levels. These aren't just passive participants. When they hosted this recent event, they had over 250 active users simultaneously engaging in meaningful conversations. That's actually more sustained interaction than you typically see at physical career fairs, where people often just collect brochures and leave.
You know what this reminds me of? The way online dating transformed from being this weird, stigmatized thing to just the normal way people meet now.
That's such a perfect analogy. And just like online dating, these virtual career fairs are incorporating AI-powered matching algorithms to connect candidates with the right opportunities. It's not just about digitizing the old way of doing things. It's about reimagining the entire experience.
So, what happens to traditional career fairs? Are they going to become obsolete?
Well, here's what I think is going to happen. We're moving toward a hybrid model. Physical events won't disappear completely, but they'll evolve. The real game changer is how these virtual platforms are democratizing access to opportunities. Think about it. A student in a rural area can now connect with top law firms in South Africa without leaving their home.
The technology must be pretty robust to handle all of this, though. What about technical issues?
That's where these platforms have really stepped up their game. They've built in redundancies, automatic quality adjustments, and constant technical support. But here's what's really cool. They're already looking at incorporating VR and augmented reality elements to make the experience even more immersive.
That's incredible. It's like we're watching the future of professional networking unfold in real time.
And the implications go way beyond just career fairs. This same technology is being adapted for industry conferences, training sessions, product launches, basically any event where people need to connect and share information. We're really just scratching the surface of what's possible.
Looking ahead, what do you think are the most exciting developments we should watch for?
Well, I'm particularly excited about the integration of AI for personalised networking suggestions and the potential for global cross-cultural connections. Imagine a virtual career fair where a student from South Africa could seamlessly connect with employers from around the world, with real-time translation and cultural context provided by AI.
That would be transformative for global talent acquisition.
Absolutely right. And when you consider the environmental impact, reducing travel, printed materials, and physical infrastructure, it's a win for sustainability too. The future of professional networking is looking increasingly digital, increasingly accessible, and increasingly effective.
Well, this has certainly changed my perspective on virtual events. It's not just about making do, it's about making better. Yeah.
You know what? That might be the perfect way to sum it up. These platforms aren't just bridging the gap until we can all meet in person again. They're actively creating new and better ways to connect people with opportunities. And that's something worth getting excited about.
And the best place to get started with Event Anywhere is what?
Head over to eventanywhere.com where you can get started with a site in minutes. Thanks, Tara, for your time today, and thank you to everyone for listening.